Just let me, let's make it more harder. Let's make it harder. Even more. So, welcome back to Voin Part 2. So, last time I told you how recording of this game went. And look at how many enemies are there on this bridge. Cause some idiot, who is me, decided to make this game even more hard than it was before. 10 times, I don't know, 15 times more difficult. Anyway, so recording got bad. The mic was off for this episode as well, but I don't know why I stayed right there, but I was feeling overconfident. As you can see, I was slashing through enemies like they were butter. So in summary, I tried to finish this map as soon as possible and decide to move on. I was going to finish this game because I was super excited about it. I thought there was more enemies. I thought there was more bosses I can kill, more levels, but apparently there were none. But I guess it is what it is. Game is still in progress, so that's not something to be sad or be mad, because it's game development. It takes time, especially if you're in a smaller studio and not a AAA. So yeah, I thought this place was cool, you know, a bridge leading to dead trees, those witch type trees. And I was right for a bit, because there were unique monsters that I have not fight before. And these two big dudes who throw rock. So I tried to take them out. I was doing slashing around, and decided to use my ouch. They hit each other too. That's a fun fact. So I tried to use my bell ringer to just ring the crap out of this dude fellow. So it was pretty mediocre. As I said in the first episode, the game has only one boss fight per level. So if you were expecting to find another one just like I did, well, the bad news is that there's none. Anyway, so I found this pretty cool maze, which I was going to use, but it was useless. So after this, I try to go to the next location, which was the big cafeteria. As you can see, that pink light beam in the sky. I wanted to head that way, but I saw this orb and this cool rock. So I was, oh, let me get up there. Maybe there's something cool. So I struggled a bit and it was a bit painful. So I decided to go up this rock and then jump onto it. And that's what I did. So I'm going to fast forward a bit so you wouldn't have to see my struggle for half an hour. So I reached that orb and it was just a fast travel. I don't know why I should fast travel over here, even though there's nothing to be earned anymore. So I decided to climb the big rock. But then I found this, the secret treasure. Anyway, I wasn't going to walk all over the place to reach the cafeteria, so I just, fast travel because I unlocked it for freaking some reason. So, I was just going to visit the other place and I thought, well, I cleared this boss fight. And then, out of nowhere, she appeared again. So I thought to myself, let's just do the boss fight again. And as you can see, my damage was nothing compared to the first boss fight. And I was just getting wrecked over and over again. Because the quantity of enemies was even harder than before. Just like that, I lost a health point. So this boss also spawns enemies, which is typical. But the thing is, some of these enemies are ranged, which can snipe you from nowhere. And also the boss fight spawns some mini dudes. If you see, they explode. If they get close to you, they explode. So as you can see, I losing a lot of health points based on these exploded dudes and these range dudes, which is not good. And bam, I died. Just like that, I freaking died on my second try. Well, the first try on the second boss. And even the difficulty, yep, even right now when I'm watching my own old footage, I died again. I'm still don't know why the hell I upped the difficulty by another notch. I'm dying to the boss. Why I'm making it harder for myself? So I tried to chase my loot from grabbing it from afar. But some of those loot was out. And I couldn't get out, so I died again and got back again. And guess what? I tried the boss fight for another time. So you can already see the difference between another single notch of upgrading the difficulty and making the game more hard than before and more difficult. Even though I'm hitting the boss for a lot of hits and using my bell ringers efficiently. This is not something to be messing with. Anyway, the boss disappeared for a second and then appeared. So the strat was using my kicking ability. For some reason I was forgetting that. So when enemies try to hit you, they have two types of attacks. One is yellow and one is red. And if you have played some games, you can already guess when they appear red, just like that, they are unstoppable. So I tried a strat which I configured myself, is to kick them when they're trying to do their special attacks, which are red and unstoppable. Because in normal ways, if you hit an enemy when they are yellow, they stop their attack pattern. I don't know why she didn't spawn any enemies, but it was my lucky day, I guess. So I tried and hit her multiple times. It's like I'm pinning a nail to the wall. And as you can see, I stack up multiple bells and do my spinning attack and hitting them 8 times for 8 area damage, sorry. So yep, that's just how Cookie crumbles. I hit her, I hit bells, then I kick her, and sometimes take the damage. But the good thing is I recover, so that's alright. And sometimes even I miss a kick, just like that. She's already dead, and come on. Yup. Oh, yep. Now she's dead, so give me the trash loot for all of that struggle. Then I decided to continue my journey. So I told myself there is a pink light beam coming out of this place, so that's probably where the game wants me to go. And I was correct. There was nothing else in this level except some power points, which I used to unlock skill points. But other than that, there was nothing. And those skill points sucked, because there's only 3 skill points in this game. So there was 4 levels. The level 1 on this tower had normal dudes. Level 2 had this... I hate these guys. This piece of crap range dudes. And to my surprise, level 3 had some superior enemies. Some elites. And let me introduce you to the upgraded melee guys. They are elites. They can attack from range just like that. They throw these blades of flames towards you, and also they can slash you with their sword. And on the last level was this portal and this scroll. So I picked the scroll, new world area discovered, and I told myself, let's explore a bit. Let's explore this map again and discover everything else that it has to offer. And as you can see, I started exploring again. So I told myself, let's go this way instead. And oh boy, I was wrong, because other than a skill point, there was nothing to be gained. So I explored and made footage, and in the end I thought I was being fooled by the devs, because why would you put a big area with nothing in it? And let me introduce to my worst enemies, the most piece of crap enemies, the assassins. They deal poison, they get invisible, and they hit you like crazy. On my journey, I also found this castle, which is going to be the only thing that is going to trick me to play for freaking 4 hours and not achieving anything in the end. I will tell you a bit more about it when we hit that point. So I thought, you know, this tower is a POI, point of interest, and with a treasure in it. We'll come back to it. So I decided to climb this tower once more to see if there's anything new, and there was nothing. So I level up, I cleanse my stuff, and here we are. The second map. The Hadrocon. Cool. This map was big, 10 times big, and there was no easy traveling around. There was this bridge leading to the castle, cool lighting, this mountain slash island that we are standing on. So I tried to explore around, and that's pretty much it, cause I died a lot, and this game was unmerciful when it comes to range dude, cause they can just like that make you a dead corpse in seconds. So I tried to kill this I tried to not die and climb these stairs and died again, and I died even more, and I tried to climb this thing I was thinking that would be a point of interest, and look, there was nothing in the end except a shitty chest. So yep, there was no interesting to gain over there, which was an absolute I died again, and as I said, I died even more. Yep, it was 3 hours of me struggling to explore this land without dying. And on my journey I found this cave. I thought probably this is going to be another scam of developers too. But in this very hole, which I thought I would be stuck and I couldn't get out, I found a rare chest. A better chest than those secret trash chests. So I tried to slash my ways, I tried to climb stupid mountains and such, and I thought to myself, look at this maps, it's so beautiful. This castle, this freaking medieval castle. The lighting, everything. So I jumped down because I saw enemies. And I thought to myself, that's probably going to be loot over there. But I died. I found this waterfall with skill power, and I thought to myself, it's a good thing, let's grab it. And interestingly enough, there was no more skills to expand those powers. I don't know why the dev put those skills in your map, but there's no skills to use those skill points. There's only 3, but there's, interestingly enough, there's 10 different skill points that you cannot use. So I tried to grab my stuff without dying multiple times to these poison dudes, and I was successful for a bit. So I just said, Zeus, send me a portal. And I ran for my life because I didn't want to die again and grab my corrupted items even more. Once more. So I got back, I cleansed them, I leveled up a bunch, and I decided to take another path. So I chose to go through this bridge. And let me tell you that making the game more difficult, increasing the quantity of enemies in the beginning of the video, that wasn't a smart choice, cause every group of enemies had 2 ranged dudes who could easily just kill me with 2 shots. So I don't know what to say other than I'm just exploring around like a monkey and climbing every piece of rock or structures or mountains or islands like a goat. There was nothing. All of those struggles for nothing. And there was just a few enemies and a single or 2 chests. So, once more I decided to drop down because I saw enemies and I thought to myself, surely this game is putting enemies for some reason, right? You know, there's probably chests or loots. And I found this power skill point, which we cannot use because we don't have powers. Any more skills to use them on. Anyway, other than those things, hello everyone, and last time I last time I struggled a lot. I don't know when I'm going to put this in a video, if it's going to be a end of a at the end of an video or not, but I'm quite mad because this game is not friendly if you are a player. This is a nice game, don't get me wrong. I see a lot of potential for its growth, but I mean, it should be a map or a kind of progression system that is not too bold. I don't know how to express what I'm meaning, but I've spent a lot of time just trying to get my stuff back, and I think that is unfair, you know? Yes, I did die, and that's completely fine. But what I think is not fine is that what is not fine is that I have to struggle a lot, and I mean a really large amount of time, even though this map is not cleared yet. Oh boy, bro. Oh hell no. So, sorry, it was me, the old Sohail, who was recording back then, and this was my struggle, which I wanted to include in this video. And after I fight with these guys, there's a bit more of me saying my opinion about this game progression system. Let us hear it again. The thing is, the main thing that I think this game lacks is that in later stages you die terribly easy. Terribly easy. Because you have only 4 hearts, and each enemy, even a the most normal and easiest enemies, if they hit you, it deals a ton of damage. Almost one-shots you. And in my idea, that is pretty bullshit, you know? To die with a single hit, you know? If I'm not careful, I could easily die. And I don't like that. I really don't. As you saw when I was recording this footage, which some of the footage was lost, I don't know why. It was stupidly shitty because you couldn't find the boss, and the boss was right here in the middle of the ground of nowhere. There was no signs or anything. I really like the fact he said behind you and starts dashing towards you. It was cool, but I was frustrated when I was dealing with this boss. And guess what? The boss was the easiest of the whole map because I killed him in my first try. And when I reached the boss, I was filled with anger and I was furious. I had one of the best weapons in the game, but it was like, just finish this. I don't want to continue playing this game anymore, because boss hits you, well, you lose one hit heart. The weakest, I don't know what to say. My English is falling apart. The weakest enemies deal one heart. So what's the fair in that? As you saw, I destroyed the first boss. After exploring and dying for 4 or 5 hours, I was feeling that this game was messing with me. And guess what? Just like that, I am back to the main hall. And I didn't get any information that that's the last level for this build. There was no signatures. So I explored the first level, the second level, and it was painful because I didn't know what to do. I thought maybe I'm missing something like this scroll which I found, and I locked the third level, but there was no third level in the beginning. So I decided to climb everything I saw. And that was Voin. It was a lovely game. I liked the art style, I liked the slashing, but I was frustrated over the traveling and the player comfort side. And as always, until next time, bye bye.